dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
Fast-moving developments in the search for a possible serial killer in...
Sweet mother, send your child into me, please.
I responded with trooper fire teams, which have since been declared MIA.
This message is being broadcast by the Department of Defense of the Republic at 2 a.m.
Learn to use the dark side of the Force.
Oh my God!
Well, boys, we did it. Racism is no more.
Alright, real quick, before we continue this video, you know that one Reach cutscene after George sacrifices himself and throws you off the Covenant cruiser into the Nether, and the whole Covenant fleet pulls up?
Are you reading it? Multiple Covenant signatures. Is anyone who's they're everywhere?
That's pretty much my channel right now.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening.
Oh my God, call the police!
And more tunes for your head top, so watch how you speak out my name, you know?
So guys, we did it. We reached 250,000 subscribers.
It's honestly really overwhelming how many awesome comments there are on all of my videos. Like, I don't know, I've been putting off this video just because every time I sit down to write the script, I end up going on YouTube and checking the analytics. I just like, I don't know, it's weird, it's an addiction. I have been waiting for a chance like this literally since sophomore year, so like 4 or 5 years ago, and now that it's happening, I don't make a video for 2 weeks. And yeah, I don't know. I will say though that I already used like all my ad revenue to buy a YouTuber penthouse, and I'm living a life of luxury.
I'm a once in a lifetime flex. Never leave lifelines. Hit her with the nighttime text. Got no time to fight while I stress. I be dripping, baby. That I used to get missing lately.
Obviously I'm joking, but seriously, it's amazing. By the way, for the 3 people that asked about a Lego modding tutorial, I have not forgot about you. That tutorial is at the timestamp right here. But for now, we talk about the greatest droid of them all. The Gonk Droid is easily the most underrated and under-respected character in the Star Wars universe. Beneath its seemingly innocent trash can shaped frame lies a cunning and brilliant mind responsible for the blood of thousands of innocent people. Some of you may know that Starkiller was Darth Vader's secret apprentice, but even fewer know of his second disciple. That's right, Gonk Droid was Darth Vader's apprentice, and possessed a deep knowledge of the Force that was unheard of. If you don't know, an absolute madman exists on YouTube by the name of Dalton, who did a 3-part playthrough of the prequel trilogy using the Gonk Droid. The run would have been perfect except for the fact that he had to switch to other, less desirable characters to activate panels. This got me wondering, could I mod the Gonk Droid to be able to do everything so I could beat the game without ever swapping characters? This is the story of that experiment. Before tinkering with the Gonk Droid's holy files, I first had to purify my body to make sure I was worthy of the task.
How'd you like some help in here?
Yeah, okay, sure. So you married?
Command, this is the Sith Police. We got him. Send reinforcements, over.
156 actual. Target is in the main house. You have executed already.
I can tell you're a good person.
I had to give him a weapon so he wasn't defenseless. So of course, I stayed true to the lore and gave him a red lightsaber. I noticed he didn't have arms. This kept him from being able to use every lightsaber attack except the lightsaber slam. And if that isn't the most Chad thing ever, I don't know what is. Despite the arm problem, I was also able to give him the build animation, which was pretty funny to watch. He was also able to crawl through hatches, use a zipline, use the Force. He was pretty much what would happen if you gave Tony Stark unlimited resources and told him to build the most powerful machine in existence.
Jarvis, drop my needle.
Gonk Droid was now an unstoppable force. But what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object?
What am I gonna do?
Despite the Gonk Droid's immeasurable killing power, he did not have enough processing power to pull a lever or access a panel. I was about to give up, and that's when genius struck. I remember when I used to watch a bunch of Super Mario 64 speedrunning that there was a glitch called the backwards long jump, which could be used to build up a ton of speed and glitch straight through star doors. I realized that this enough speed will break the game concept would probably work for LEGO Star Wars also. And it would be a lot easier too, since it was easy to change a character's speed. And that's how Gonk Droid 3.0 was born. It was basically what would happen if Tony Stark journeyed into the woods with nothing but a knife, captured and killed Sonic, and then fused him with Gonk Droid 2.0. And it actually worked. Possibly too well.
I am speed.
If I did so much as tickle my control stick, Gonk Droid would engage Mach 9 and fly to another dimension, landing in another galaxy far, far away.
For a brick, he flew pretty good.
If I launched him at the correct angle, however, he would somehow spawn on the other side of the doors. I breezed through negotiations until I got to the part where I had to enter the MTT. And I regret to inform you, but it was impossible to get through the MTT door. Since all the walls of the transport were slanted, trying to push through the door or the walls would just skyrocket me into the sky. And so, the final answer to this challenge is no, you cannot beat LEGO Star Wars with only a Gonk Droid. Alrighty, so this is going to be a very scuffed tutorial on how to add lightsabers to almost every character in LEGO Star Wars. There are some you can't do because of dual wielding issues, like Jango Fett. He has 2 blasters, so he is unable to hold a lightsaber because his character is meant to hold 2 weapons. So the first thing you're going to do is go into your files, and you want to locate the files for LEGO Star Wars. So they should be in your Steam library, wherever that is. You go in there, LEGO Star Wars, and you have all the files right here. Now your files will not look like this. It will just have one file that says game files or something like that. I don't remember. Basically, you have to extract the files before you can open them. And you do that with a program called Quick BMS, and I will link that in the description right here. But anyway, once you've extracted all these files, you go into characters, and here is the list of characters in the complete saga. I'm going to show you how to do a stormtrooper, since the stormtrooper is the first one I did. So you go into stormtrooper, and notice how there are multiple versions of the stormtrooper in here. So they have the Death Star Trooper character, the Beach Trooper, the Imperial Engineer, etc. These are all copies of the main file, which is stormtrooper right here. So you want to make sure you're editing the main file. So you click on Stormtrooper. The first thing you want to do is add a little Jedi text. It doesn't matter where it is, as long as it's in this file, it will recognize it. And what that does is make the Stormtroopers force sensitive. You also want to add this. Streak 1 locators equals 6 and 7, and streak equals red. This is what gives a Stormtrooper its lightsaber. And obviously this streak equals right here, that's what changes the color of the lightsaber. So if I change it to blue, it will be blue when I load up the game. Now all you have left to do is import all of the animations from a Jedi character. You close this, save it, go back, and the Jedi I did was Luke Skywalker, because I tried some other ones and they didn't work for some reason. So you go into Luke Skywalker Jedi, and this is his main file right here. You click on this, and you go through here, and these are all the animations he has: saber tiptoe, walk, run, saber run, etc. So the only ones you really need are his blocks. There are 3 blocks right here, blocking animations, and also the combo animations, which he uses to swing the lightsaber. Okay, and you're also going to need the saber idle animation, pulling out his saber animation and putting it away as well. So you go in here, you copy all of the animations that I just said, okay, and then you go back to the Stormtrooper and you just copy and paste them into here. And as you can see, I've already done some of them, or all of them. I've already done all of them, otherwise it wouldn't work. So these are the 3 I was talking about: saber idle, saber out, and saber in. So now that you've done that, you have them all in the file. It still will not work. The animations will still not work unless the actual files for the animations are in this folder, this Stormtrooper folder. So what you need to do is go back into Luke Skywalker Jedi, and you find all his block animations, his combo animations right here, and you also find saber idle, saber in, and saber out. So you just copy all those, go over here, and go back into Stormtrooper, and you copy and you paste them into this. As you can see, I've already done it right here. So as you can see, I loaded up the game and the Stormtrooper's lightsaber is now blue instead of red. Hopefully this should be pretty easy to do. I figured out how to do it myself. I have no experience in modding whatsoever. I figured it out in about 4 hours, I think. But if you have any other questions, you can comment down below and I'll make sure to answer them. But until next time, I'm just gonna say,
So you married?